I've been putting high-level athletes on oxygen for over 2 years now, and the feedback I've received has been really amazing.
Can't argue with results. Since I've been using oxygen, I have 9 of the 14 fastest times in the world. I tied an American record and I ran the 7th fastest time ever run in the world, ever.
Before using oxygen, I never won a 100-meter race. Shortly after using oxygen, I won 3 races in a row, set PRs in all 3 races.
Now that I'm using oxygen, I feel like I have 6 good jumps, while everybody else has 3, and I feel that's an advantage for me.
Track and field athletes have been getting incredible training and competitive benefits from using oxygen. Based on the feedback I've received, oxygen helps their muscles warm up faster, it improves their explosiveness out of the blocks, it helps delay the onset of lactic acid and reduce muscle burn, which gives them greater endurance, it helps them recover faster in between intervals, and it helps them recover faster in between training days. So when you add up all of these benefits, these athletes believe that oxygen allows them to train harder and recover faster, which is giving them faster results from their training and better performances in competition.
Oxygen has helped me be more explosive during competition and also helped me get more reps in the weight room.
So for me, whenever I use the oxygen, I'm able to finish my races a lot faster than normal. I don't feel as tired or as sluggish coming home. I also can recover a lot faster in between rounds or even practice when I use it.
Usually at the end of 800 meters, I feel the burn and I'm struggling to maintain my speed. But ever since I've been using oxygen, I feel like I'm able to have another gear. I call it my oxygen gear. It allows me to kick hard while the others are burning and fading to the back.
Sports science tells us that there are basically 3 things you need to know about how oxygen affects physical performance. The first thing is that oxygen combines with glucose to create ATP, the main energy source for your muscles. The more oxygen you supply to your body, the more ATP it can create, and the more powerful and explosive your muscles will be. The second thing is that when your muscles receive higher amounts of oxygen, they do not produce lactic acid as quickly, so your muscles do not fatigue as quickly. And this is why flooding your body with oxygen before or during exertion can increase muscular endurance. And the third thing is that oxygen is needed after intense exertion to help restore ATP levels, replenish oxygen stores, and most importantly, to break down lactic acid, which is a crucial factor in muscle recovery. This is why flooding your body with oxygen after exertion can take your recovery to a completely different level.
Oxygen has sped up my recovery time. Before, I could do 1 to 2 workouts on the track a week. Now I can do 3 to 4 workouts on the track.
My recovery time has been cut in half. During workouts I can recover so much quicker just in between intervals by themselves, and even after practice from day to day. I can practice the following day using oxygen as if I hadn't just beaten up on myself the day before. I feel my workouts a lot less.
The oxygen helps me with recovery. Between each run, I'm able to get faster and stronger and actually execute each run better.
One of the most effective principles that we use with anaerobic athletes is something we call oxygen loading, which means we load the body up with oxygen before exertion. The concept is similar to carbo loading that you typically see with endurance athletes, except we use breathing oxygen instead. Under normal circumstances, as you begin to exert yourself, your muscles use up any available oxygen until you hit a state of oxygen debt. And once you hit oxygen debt, your muscles start to produce lactic acid, which leads to muscle fatigue and failure. We believe that by increasing the amount of available oxygen in the body prior to exertion, it takes longer for the body to reach oxygen debt, which in turn delays the onset of lactic acid and increases endurance.
I don't like dealing with lactic acid. It hurts, it burns, okay? It sets me on my butt. But with oxygen, I don't have to worry about those things. I don't have to contend with the lactic acid coming as soon as it used to. I can prolong my workouts, I can get better workouts, which means I have a better performance come the weekend.
When I use oxygen, my last interval seems like my first interval. I get way more endurance with a lot less lactic acid buildup. I get way more energy. It's kind of crazy, I can't put the bottle down.
Since I started using oxygen for energy, I've noticed a difference in my explosiveness out of my start. I also noticed that my endurance has increased in between the hurdles.
People are always asking me, if this stuff is so good, why haven't I heard of it before? And the answer is really simple. Until recently, breathing oxygen was only available to elite teams and athletes because it required a doctor's prescription and supervision. And this made it totally inaccessible to people like you and me, the general public. But now, with the emergence of recreational breathing oxygen in small portable cans, everyone can realize the same training and competitive benefits as these top teams and athletes.
I was having a problem with sprint endurance workouts, but when I started using the oxygen, I noticed that my recovery was much faster, my runs were much more efficient, and I had a major decrease in lactic acid.
Oxygen really helps me maintain or exceed the highest quality in my reps when I practice.
The thing that I noticed differently with me and my long jump is the explosiveness. With that meaning, when I take off, I'm lighter in the air, it's effortless taking off on the board, and I just feel really, really light to be able to go through the movements.
The first 3 times I used oxygen, I PR'd 3 times in a row. And if you're not on it, get on it.
There's no secret to what we're offering. Your body needs oxygen to create energy, fight lactic acid and fatigue, and recover from physical exertion. The human body has been using oxygen the same way since the beginning of time. It's just basic physiology. The only difference is that now, with these small portable cans, you have the ability to flood your body with oxygen at any time, which is just a phenomenal concept. So if you're looking for a way to improve your physical performance, increase the intensity of your workouts, get faster results from your training, get over a plateau, or just take your recovery to a different level, portable oxygen is exactly what you're looking for. You just can't argue with results. All you need to do is try it once, and you'll understand why so many top athletes in so many different sports can't stop raving about it.
Oxygen works.
Oxygen works.
Oxygen works.
Oxygen really works.
If you're not using it, you're going to get left behind.
You're going to get left behind.
You're going to get left behind.